Hi Amanda, it's lovely to have you here, and first of all, could I just ask you what your opinion is of how you're finding life in Canterbury?
Life in Canterbury is so easy and beautiful. The people are so friendly, and everything is user friendly. You can cycle down the road and there's a place to cycle, and there's just everything is so safe, and I like it a lot.
Have you been able to interact with the university students yet, or?
There's a lot of students from different countries and different cultures, so it's easy to communicate with some, and obviously you'd be drawn to some. So, but yes, I've made some nice friends.
Oh, that's really good. Wow. And I think that's one of the concerns of parents, is to know that sons and daughters come here and make friends or have a good time at least.
Yes.
Did you find it easy to adapt to the UK lifestyle and climate?
The names of shops are all different, but other than that, everything is easy adaptable. Yeah, easily. Yeah.
That's very good. And how have you found the style of classes or teaching compared to what you were used to?
I think it's very productive. It's small classes, so it's easy to go back if you didn't understand something. It's easy to ask questions, and it's easy to know where you are, to keep control of how you're studying and how you're progressing, because there are questions all the time that you need to answer, need to be on top of things. So it's good, it's very productive, and I find that this way of teaching and small classes are better for me, because I like to do well. So this helps me do well.
That's what all parents want to hear.
Yes.
I know that we incorporate teachers from the universities and from professional organisations, so they have different styles. Has any of that created any specific challenges for you, or is it all been okay?
I find every class to be a challenge in a good way, because it's information that I didn't know before. They use case studies and they use real live information that if you go onto Google, you'll find it. The teachers are very passionate about business, so they give you the best information that they can, and they try and sculpt you into the business realm as soon as possible, like at the best way that they can. And I find their teaching styles easy to understand. When you're keeping your exams in mind, you always want to know that you'll be able to answer the question in a way that the examinator would mark it right. And I think that they do give you a good index of how to answer questions.
And what would you recommend other students do who want to come to England? Is there specific preparation they need to do, or is there some advice you could give them?
Try and start as early as you can with the preparations. If you need to be in class by a certain time, make sure that that you apply for your visa application is started at least 6 months before, and that you've applied for your visa at least 3 months before, so that you can settle in early. And that just getting here, the visa is the biggest issue, so just trying to get everything done as early as possible, and then come here and enjoy, because it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like good advice. I think the paperwork is always the biggest issue, I think, from our point of view. Have you spoken to any other students about accommodation? Or?
Yeah, I have. Accommodation in Canterbury, it's a student area. If I could say, it's almost the same as Stellenbosch in South Africa, where there's just students everywhere. So obviously there's a lot of students who want to come over, and there's no space for them. So I think book as early as you can, see if you can get accommodation in Canterbury, because the excursion visits that we have, or all the activities that we have in the school in Warnborough, it'll be easier to get to and be involved if you stay in Canterbury.
Yes, that's really key. We obviously recommend students stay around Canterbury, but have you been able to get down to the beaches and enjoy things around Canterbury yet, or is it still?
Yes, I have. There's a cycle route from Canterbury to Whitstable, it's quite a long trip. We cycled all the way there, and there's no sand, there's just pebbles everywhere, but it was so nice because it's still, so if you want to take a canoe out or whatever you want to take out, you can just go out on, it's like a dam, and it's really nice. I mean, it's calm, and there's no sharks in the water. I wouldn't say no sharks in the water, but less, so dangers to a minimum. I think everything in England so far has been so safe and very enjoyable. I love the beaches here. I've been to Dover. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's really beautiful.
Have you been able to see any of the big white sandy beaches yet, or are they too far away from you?
I've been to Ramsgate.
Okay.
It's not white.
No.
It's a bit more like Durban beaches where it's brown sand. The waves are 10 times smaller, but at least there are waves. But yeah, it's nice. The water is really clear, and the harbours are beautiful. They are impeccable condition, and you can walk for miles, and it's just beautiful. When you come, you should have an open mind. We go through a lot of trouble to try and plan things for the students, and it's really fun if you have students' enthusiasm. But you know, a lot of people get sidetracked. They want to do things on their own instead of things in a group, which I think you'd be able to get more information if you're in a group. So come with an open mind and try and involve yourself in our activities. They're going to be really fun.
I was looking at the list of things you planned, and it does look exciting actually. So.
It doesn't exclude everything else. We have external visits to London, to Rochester, everywhere. We don't want to just stay in Canterbury. We want to show the students over as far as we can.
Well, I think things are going to be quite exciting under your combined leadership on that committee, so we're looking forward to that. And it's like to thank you once again for your input.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.